Hello, I'm Wayne Hudson.
And I'm Jeremy Tillman.
And here we are again with the coaching tip for the Christ life. You know, Jeremy, last time we talked about some stuff that God was doing here at Williamsville, and we want to make sure that we give him all the credit. And you mentioned two things that you've seen that God has really used in the lives of people here, and is the Word and prayer. The intentionality of getting in the Word and praying specifically and being intentional about it and really focusing in on praying, on really, not just talking about praying,
That's right.
but really, really praying, and how God has used that to impact people. You know, and one of the things I'm beginning to notice is how that God's using those people that he's drawn into himself to have an impact in the community. And, you know, and it's just kind of a spontaneous thing to where the people that are in the Word and the people that are praying, most of them are connected with a small group in some way, and how that those small groups are beginning to reach out to the community and have an impact in the culture in which we live, which is vitally important. And that's what the church is supposed to be. Have you noticed that? And what are some of the things that you see that God is initiating in our people reaching out within the community?
Yeah, I think just want to mention a statement that I think it was Vance Pittman that I first heard mention this, but you know, ministry happens out of an overflow of our intimacy with Jesus.
Right.
Or another way to put it, ministry is what God does out of an overflow of our intimacy with Jesus. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing real ministry happen, and it's happening as people are getting in the Word, understanding this is about a personal relationship with Jesus, intimacy with Jesus. And then the people that are in the Word are living on mission 7 days a week. It's not about, you know, and it's nothing wrong with having a day where you go out and you do things, but what we're seeing is people are beginning to understand this part of living missionally 7 days a week, is being committed to the mission of Jesus. That's what a real disciple is. And so people are actually looking for opportunity, or not really even looking for opportunity. God is opening up these opportunities, making it more aware to people who are in the Word. And so God's opening up doors just throughout the week for people to reach out and to minister to other people. But it goes back to what we talked about last time. Every bit of this is flowing just out of intimacy with Jesus, spending time with him through his Word.
Yeah, and that's pretty neat, because, you know, oftentimes what we try to do is we try to plan stuff out, and we try to open up doors instead of letting God initiate.
That's right.
You know, and when we do live on mission, and that's one of the things that we've talked about, and I've heard you preach, and me and you have had conversation about this, that a true disciple of Jesus has a relationship with Jesus, being changed by Jesus, but then the last thing is on mission with Jesus, that this relationship that changes us gives our life purpose, and we begin to notice God-given opportunities. You know, I know that, you know, Tina just started a new Sunday school class as part of the branching that you did in Sunday school. She has one of the new classes, has some really new people in there that hadn't been in a small group setting before, and they're beginning to see opportunities outside the church to minister to people within the community, which is really, really neat. You know, and isn't that what the church is supposed to do?
That's
right. You know, look, we want you to know that we care about this community. We care about Kosciuszko. We care about other churches in this community, in this county. Matter of fact, we pray for them regularly by name, because we understand that if God is using those churches in our area, it makes our area a better place to live. You know, we want to be on mission. So we encourage you, spend time with Jesus. Man, spend time in the Word, spend time praying, and then ask him to open your eyes for God-given opportunities to reach out and to make a difference in the culture, in the community in which he's placed you. That's the coaching tip for today. Go let Jesus be Jesus in you today, and look for God-given opportunities to be used to make much of him. Have a blessed day.